What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to talk about this a while ago when it actually happened, but I didn't. I had a lot of other videos to get to because I needed to answer questions. But now it's more like kind of downtime because everybody's really in that waiting period. But it's really about the people that were receiving checks that were not alive. So before I get into this, make sure you hit the like button on this video. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And I do a giveaway every single week, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video to hear all about that. Now, this whole article from the Los Angeles Times talks about a guy's mother that received a stimulus check, but she passed away, more than a year ago. So when I seen this, I was just like, it doesn't make sense, but then I think about it, I'm like, it does. So I'm going to go through this article, which talks about the reasons why you receive a stimulus check. So Mary Nakamura, I hope I'm saying that right, Nakamura, of Hawaii was among the first Americans to receive one of the federal government's $1,200 stimulus payments. But there was just one problem that she passed away more than a year ago. So her son, Mason Nakamura, I hope I'm not butchering this, but Nakamura. But her son Mason saw that he received a payment on April 15th for his mother in his mother's account, and he was just like, how am I receiving this payment? She died more than a year ago. This doesn't make sense. Obviously, she was just one of those people that were receiving these checks, and this article states the beneficiaries of the deceased will probably be able to keep the money that they receive. Tax experts said raising questions as to whether it's fair and good use of taxpayer money when many Americans in desperate need still are waiting for stimulus relief. But President Trump acknowledged this in a press conference last Friday. Sometimes you can send a check to somebody wrong. He said sometimes people are listed, they die, and they get a check. That can happen. And he also says, we'll get that back. But tax law experts think otherwise. They believe that the language in the stimulus package approved by Congress doesn't allow the IRS to claw back the money. So as I thought, in the past, I seen an article talking about how they did claw back the old stimulus. So the stimulus, I believe, in 2008 or 2010, I believe, of $250, they did claw back like half of it, according to a small sample size of 10 people. I don't understand that. But they did claw back half of it. And that made me think that they were going to claw back this, but apparently they don't have to. So obviously they tried to rush the money to people when it comes to the stimulus money. So the direct deposits, the checks going out, Social Security, everybody, they tried to rush it as fast as possible. And in this case, it was 150 Americans that they had to rush the money to. Something similar happened in 2010, like I said, with the Great Recession, where $250 checks were sent out to Americans and 72,000 deceased taxpayers received those stimulus checks as well, which they state half of them came back. So they state that Congress didn't really make exceptions for the deceased. They just followed the law. So the former head of the Taxpayer Advocate Service, Nina Olson, has a quote here. The IRS is following the law. The law tells the IRS to look at what the taxpayer reported in their 2019 return, look at their income and their filing status. If they are eligible based on that, make the payment. It does not say don't make the payment to dead people. Olson said it would be difficult for the IRS to exclude the deceased. So obviously they knew this going into it, and they knew that it was going to happen. I don't know the large impact, how many people it actually went to, but it had to have been in the hundreds of thousands. So this basically just tells you right here that they didn't really account for this. And this is the reason why it went to dead people. So it's not the fact that it's going to dead people and they couldn't have done it. It just made it more difficult, so they didn't go about doing that because it would have taken more time. So the fact that it did go to dead people, yes, it's horrible. It's a horrible thing. But you think about the people that did receive it on April 15th, that did receive it on April 13th, that did receive it on April 17th, that are receiving it now. You wouldn't be receiving your checks now if they had to account for dead people for the deceased. So this is what I'm saying. My opinion is that it makes sense that they did it if it's a small majority that's getting the amount. Now, if it was a large portion where millions and millions are going to these taxpayers or former taxpayers, then I would be upset about it because then you're not going to get all that money back. What they said would happen, as in like half would get clawed back, or Donald Trump saying that that it will come back. Sorry, President Trump will say that it does come back. I don't think that it will. I think that whatever money is out there is out there. You'll probably get a portion where they're like, oh, you know what? I'm afraid I'll send this back. But from what I'm seeing here, you're not obligated to. You don't have to send it back. I don't want to extend this video on too long. I just wanted to go into the fact that there are dead people receiving checks, and I wanted to do this video a while ago, and a lot of people are like, oh, this is a huge mistake. It's horrible. It's a horrible situation. I'll never trust the government again. I'll never trust the IRS again. But if they wouldn't have done it, you wouldn't have got your check on time. Some people still haven't gotten their check, and I understand what you're going through, but there are people that did receive their check that really needed it, and you wouldn't have gotten your check on time, and the people that are going to be receiving it soon wouldn't have gotten their check on the date that they're going to receive it. They would have gotten it a lot later, but they rushed it, and it was for good reason, I guess. So let me know what you think about this, if this is a whole good situation or if this is horrible. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. Also, I do a giveaway every week. Make sure that you enter that giveaway by liking this video, commenting on this video, and also being subscribed to both of my YouTube channels, this one and the Perry Experience channel, and you'll get one ticket in the hat. If you want multiple tickets, then comment on every video for the week and you'll get multiple tickets. But that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to have to get out of here, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.